Hi everyone, we are here with shelf number 7. We are in the, comedy?
I think it's comedy. Sort of. Anyway.
Yeah, something like that. Okay, to start us off, we got Bring It On. It's a 3-pack. It's got the original, Bring It On All or Nothing, or Bring It On Again.
Isn't there a fourth one?
I have heard that there's a 4th one.
Okay.
I really like the first one. Parent Trap.
Remake with Lindsay Lohan.
Lindsay Lohan. And then we got The Prince and Me, Julia Stiles.
They made a sequel, and the only person who didn't return was her. Because it sucked, but...
Still.
Yeah.
We got The Princess Diaries. Anne Hathaway and Julie Andrews. Surprisingly, very decent movie. We got Priceless. I haven't actually watched this one, but I got it because Audrey Tautou is in the movie. Here's an oldie. We got The Swiss Family Robinson. Actually, a really good story, I think. Then Porky's.
Yeah.
Number 1, 2, and 3.
Yep. Not much to say about it. It's Porky's. It's great comedy.
I just noticed her leg moves.
Kind of.
We got the special edition of Monty Python and the Holy Grail.
Which is an absolute favorite.
Oh yeah. I shall fart in your general direction.
Yeah.
And then we have Shriek If You Know What I Did Last Friday the 13th.
Which is better than Scream, or a Scary Movie.
Yeah, I had a lot of fun with it.
It's really stupid, but it's better.
And we have Not Another Teen Movie.
Actually, it's not... This is the uncensored version, but inside is actually... We have 2 copies of the Not Another Teen Movie and Not Another Teen Movie Uncensored, which are 2 totally different movies. So...
Yeah, the unrated extended director's cut. And then the original theatrical release.
Mm-hmm. And who is the popular jock, honey?
It's Captain America!
Yeah, this is his first movie.
Well,
And
he picked a good one, I mean, considering.
Yeah, and anybody who watches Grey's Anatomy will recognize her. I believe that is the lady who plays the title character in that show, whose name I don't know because...
We don't watch it.
Yeah, never have.
And then the ever favorite, Waiting.
Yeah, anybody who's ever worked in a restaurant knows...
Loves this movie.
Yeah, this was required watching at a restaurant I worked at.
Personally, I think everybody should watch it and then remind themselves, don't piss off your waiter.
That's right.
And we have Accepted.
I actually had a lot of fun with this movie. Surprisingly. Justin Long wasn't bad in it. This is when Jonah Hill was first becoming famous.
Mm-hmm. Is it Blake Lively?
Yes, it is, actually.
Yeah. I'd think about that for a second. Okay. Bedazzled. It's terrible, and I like it.
The best part of this movie is actually her and him together.
Mm-hmm.
So.
I like Brendan Fraser.
Yeah, but the situations aren't funny, but him interacting with the devil is pretty funny.
Mm-hmm. We have Any Which Way You Can.
Which is the sequel to Any Which Way But Loose.
And do we have both of those on Blu-ray?
I believe we do.
I think we do.
Yeah. Monkey movie.
Monkey movie. George of the Jungle. Also with Brendan Fraser.
Mm-hmm.
Technically a monkey movie?
Kind of. One guy in a suit.
It works. Alright, then we have George Carlin, Complaints and Grievances.
I love George Carlin.
Too bad he's no longer with us.
Yeah, he's one of the best, if not the best, stand-up comedians ever.
Mm-hmm.
So.
Then we have Euro Trip.
I enjoyed this movie quite a bit. This movie is funny. Very, very funny.
Crazy European sex that didn't happen.
Nope. We need to get the Blu-ray.
Then we have Jeff Dunham, Unhinged in Hollywood. This is the newest one.
I haven't seen it.
Ah, okay. I see what happened. We combined them.
Gotta save
There's
space.
Jeff Dunham Arguing with Myself, Spark of Insanity, The Christmas Special, Controlled Chaos, Minding the Monsters, and The Jeff Dunham Show.
Which only lasted one season.
Yeah, apparently it was pretty bad.
Yeah.
But I like Jeff Dunham. I like the characters. Definitely like Walter.
Get your shit and get out.
Yep.
Bella.
And then we have Bill Engvall, Here's Your Son.
He's okay.
I like him. And then 15 Degrees Off Cool.
He's like your dad. It's like dad comedy. You know what I mean?
Yeah. Well, I grew up out in the boonies with,
Dad.
redneck people, so
Yeah.
I can giggle. Gabriel Iglesias.
I love Gabriel Iglesias. Who's gotten skinnier?
He has gotten skinnier. I don't have the newest one,
No.
but I got the I'm not fat, I'm fluffy. And then the Hot and Fluffy. Which I don't think it was as good as the first one, but it was good.
Yeah.
And we have Angry Video Game Nerd #1.
Yep. And 2. I think there's 6 of these, but they're like $20 to $25 a piece, plus shipping, and shipping's like $8. So I don't buy them anymore. Somebody whose DVDs I will always buy, the Cinema Snob.
Cinema Snob.
Yeah, cinemasnob.com. I love his. And this one is...
Nudies, Rudies, and Crudies.
Yeah,
Uncut and uncensored.
It's basically, he did a bunch of Cinema Snob reviews of public domain movies that he didn't have to censor. And it's, I don't know, it's pretty horrible. Some of them are like scary as hell.
Then we have the Best of the Cinema Snob.
Which is actually a more public domain movies, because he can't actually put his other reviews of copyrighted movies out, because that would be illegal. Not bad, real good. I mean, they're funny enough.
I like watching him. And we have the Cinema Snob movie.
Which is weird, but so much fun.
So much fun.
Yeah. And Cat.
Almost an origin story of how his character came about.
Yeah.
But it's fictitious at the same time.
Yeah, because his name in the movie is Craig Golightly. His real name is Brad Jones, and he goes by Vincent Dawn.
Yeah.
So there you go.
And then we have The Witches of Eastwick.
Classic.
Classic.
Yep.
And then one we picked up, I don't know where we picked it up.
Walmart.
The Fantasy 8-movie collection. As you can see, it's still wrapped up. So it's 8 movies on 2 discs.
Who knows what it'll be.
I should watch it. And we got Ever After with Drew Barrymore. Actually, surprisingly, it was a really decent Cinderella story. It didn't really stand out over the rest, but it was decent for what it was. Then one of my favorites.
Gotta hate these cases.
Yeah. A Little Princess.
Which, yeah, as it says in the bottom here, it says from the author of The Secret Garden. Could even be the same characters, but I don't know. I haven't seen these movies since I was a kid.
Yeah. This one is that she lost her father. She was in a boarding school, and they turned her into a slave, basically.
Oh, lovely.
And then she found out that her father was still alive. They thought he was somebody else.
Oh, that's right. He had amnesia or something.
Yeah, he had amnesia because he was some sort of war and bomb something.
At the end, didn't the lady taken at the boarding school end up having to clean chimneys or something?
Yes.
No.
I love that. And we have Bedknobs and Broomsticks.
I like this movie. This is kind of fun.
It is a lot of fun. What's her name? Murder, She Wrote.
Mm-hmm. Angela Lansbury.
That's it.
The teapot from Beauty and the Beast on Disney.
Yes. I like her. And then we have the Cinderella with Whitney Houston and Brandy. back when she was popular.
And hadn't killed somebody with her car.
Yeah.
Sorry.
Again, it doesn't stand out over the rest for Cinderella movies, but it works.
Nostalgia. That's why you have it.
Exactly.
And we bought it at a... What was it?
I want to say Hollywood Video going out of business.
Yeah, so how many years ago was that? 5?
Yeah.
6?
And then we have Casper.
With Christina Ricci and Bill Pullman.
Again, this is another nostalgia one for me. Actually, there's a whole bunch that are.
Yeah.
Yeah. Anyway, I like Casper. And then it's upside down because I made it match the rest of them.
Yeah, because it... If you put it in there right side up...
It's upside down.
Yeah.
And Sean Connery back when he was so young.
Yeah. Pre-James Bond, obviously.
Yep. Darby O'Gill and the Little People. It's actually a lot of fun for what it was. And then Crybaby. Johnny Depp.
John Walters movies. These movies are so hit and miss, but yeah. This one was a miss.
No, it wasn't.
Yeah.
I really liked it. However, I did not like the fact that they didn't allow Johnny Depp to sing. They actually had him voiced over. When in Sweeney Todd, you can hear him. He actually sings. He can do a good job. Anyway, that's a different rant.
Yeah.
Hilary Duff, Raise Your Voice.
Uh-huh.
Kind of a believing in yourself again story.
She kind of looks the same.
Yeah, she never really changed. Then the Broadway play Cats. The quality on this really isn't that good, but considering it was like early 90s when it was filmed, I like it. Then we have Gale Force Dance.
No. You have Gale Force Dance.
I really like, actually, let me bring it out here. We got Michael Flatley, Lord of the Dance. This one has Lord of the Dance, Feet of Flames, and Gold.
I like the fact that we must have changed the case at one time because that says Shaun of the Dead on it.
I just noticed that.
Anyway,
both of them are basically same thing. There's no talking, but you get the story through the dance.
Yeah. Whatever that story happens to be.
Okay, and then we have Grease #2. Surprisingly, I actually like this movie.
A lot of people consider it a bomb, right? But it has gathered a cult following.
Yeah, well, it's not the same as the first one. It didn't have that huge following, but...
It's gathering it now.
Then we have The Holiday Inn with Bing Crosby and Fred Astaire.
Yep.
I really like this one. I always break it out at Christmas time. Then we have Metal, A Headbanger's Journey.
This is an absolutely wonderful documentary about heavy metal, different types of it, the history, why people hate it, why people love it. I've watched it multiple times.
Is this the one with the upside down tree thing where it kind of like branches off? And...
Yeah, there's a whole like flow chart or chart of different types of metal and the bands that qualify for each one. It's very well done.
How they connected to each other.
Yeah, and it's got some interviews with some artists that are no longer with us. Lemmy, who just passed away, and Ronnie James Dio from Dio, and he was the lead singer of Black Sabbath after Ozzy Osbourne left or got fired or however you want to say it. So
anyway, this is one I would definitely, even if you don't like heavy metal or anything like that, this is still a good one to
get and check out. Sorry.
Cats at the door.
Yeah.
Okay. It's a Western double feature. I got it because of Pure Country.
There we go.
I still haven't watched Honeysuckle Rose.
Yeah.
But Pure Country with George Strait, it's kind of a story about take away the lights in the show and just get back to the music.
Gee. I wonder why he made that, because George Strait didn't like big stage shows, and at the time, what was popular was Garth Brooks, who was all about big stage shows and music and having a good time.
Still, even now, George Strait still has just the band and him. He doesn't have the big stage show.
Yeah, and that's why Garth Brooks is probably one of the top-selling artists ever.
Mm. Then we have Matilda.
Glare. Yeah, okay, that works. So, tell the story about what happened to this movie.
When I was young,
Look at the camera.
My mom went on a religious freak spree, and she had my brother burn the movie. She thought it was evil because she could float things with her mind. So, I have it now. And the last one for the shelf is practical. And so, we made our own case and moved it to a different type of case.
Okay.
I think it broke.
Maybe. And I just noticed that it went over. Anyway. So, yeah, our camera goes at 16 minutes. It switches files and starts over, the over again. So, that's why there's a pause in there. Okay, so that was shelf number...
9?
7.
7. Yeah, 7.
5 more. 4.5 more to go.
Mm-hmm.
Oh, 5 more to go. And we'll be back next time. Wave.